In Sanskrit, we call it as Manipuraga Chakra. The chakra which is situated in the navel center. I was telling you, worry is the emotion directly associated with this chakra. Any shocking news, if you hear, first thing what you say, I can't digest it. And the first blow will be for your stomach. Either you have a nausea problem or vomiting sensation. Let's analyze what is worry. We all continuously say, my life is nothing but worry, Swami, nothing but worry. Let's analyze what is really worry. Alright. Now we will do a very simple experiment. You will just close your eyes and see whatever is going on inside. Don't suppress. Don't stop. Just see whatever is going inside and write. For 5 minutes, take a paper and it is for yourself, nobody is going to read. So you can write as it is, as it comes. Whatever language is happening, write in the same language. You don't have to worry or change what's going on inside. Just write as it is. Don't bother to change. If your eyes are closed, you will allow the flow properly and you can write. First thing you need to understand is your inner chattering is not logical. If you read, you can understand it is not logical. Even if you see, the first thing you will understand is it is not logical. Suddenly something is rising. Suddenly you are thinking, I have to go to my job Monday, so much of work is there. Suddenly the next thought, I should go to Bangalore and be with Swamiji for some time. Then suddenly your mind will say, I should do an NSP, only then I will understand more. Suddenly you will start thinking, what is this? Still they are not letting me eat. It is time. Already it is time. Simply illogical. They will not be connected or correlated. How many of you really found their inner chattering is not logical? Anybody has got the courage to read one or two statements, sentences? See suddenly how illogically it moves from here to there. Now it's okay, there is no need for mind. There is no logic behind the whole thing. There is no clarity behind the whole thing. If you are able to think about one thing continuously, 7 continuous thoughts, you will achieve that. You will have enough energy to work towards it. But you will never think continuous 7 thoughts about anything. Read your paper. You will never have a continuous 7 thoughts about anything. If you can think of something continuously with 7 thoughts, your whole mind will be directed towards it. You will start working for it. You will have energy for it. But you will never think. The reason is, continuously you are being pulled and pushed this side to that side. Completely your inner chattering is corrupted. Just like software being corrupted by viruses. Your inner chattering is corrupted with worry. Worry is what I call is corruption or the disturbance happened to your inner chattering. Because of your samskaras, engraved memories, the worry continuously happening. Actually here I brought a new diagram. This is a beautiful diagram on 7 chakras. This is the Manipuraka. Even though that's beautiful, this gives a much more better view. This is Manipuraka. The letter which is here in Sanskrit is Ram, is the Bijakshara of Agni. Of course, in your navel only the fire is there. If this fire becomes cool, you will be put in fire. As long as this fire burns only, you can be here. The moment this fire is put off, you will be put in fire. Ram is the Bijakshara, fire, Agni. Manipuraka is the place where the fire is there. They call it Jadaragni. Now you need to work on worry. Each one gave a different explanation about worry. Let me give you the precise, direct explanation. Worry is nothing but continuously repeating a word inside your system which is not under your control. Any word, if you continuously repeat, if it is not under your control, it is worry. Early morning when you start brushing your teeth, you can see you will be brushing, but you will be talking inside something. You will be brushing your teeth, but you will be talking. Something will be going on. You will be taking bath, but something will be going on inside. If you are brushing your teeth, already you start thinking about your office. Your mind is in the office. If you are in the office, already you start thinking about the evening session. If you are in the evening session, already you start thinking about evening beach. Can you go to beach or Bathumalai temple? Which temple, where to go, what to go? If you are at the beach, already you start worrying about when to go back to the house. One thing is sure, if you are here, you are not here. If you are here, you will not be here. That has become guaranteed because of your inner chattering, continuous worrying. I did a little bit of deep analysis on this worry. 99% of your worries never comes true. Whatever 1% comes true is always good for you. 99% of your worries never come true. Whatever 1% comes true is always good for you. But our mind is such, continuously you worry about something or other. And one more thing, if you don't find anything to worry, you feel insecure. You feel you are missing something and you start creating. If you don't find anything, for example, if you find today everything is going perfectly alright, there is nothing to bother, what do you usually do? Swami, everything is going well today, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I have always seen if something goes, if things go well today, tomorrow something worse will happen. Something much worse will happen. You find some reason, some chance to worry. Either if you have a reason, then you are okay. You worry about that reason. If you don't have any reason, you start bothering about tomorrow. Whether you have reason or not, you are going to worry. So your worry is no way related with your reason. Logically, your worry is not at all connected to the reason. It is completely totally unrelated. Worry has become a second nature. Not even a second nature, I think first nature. Worry has become just first nature. Just next to consciousness, the closest thing to your being is worry. We never give emphasis on the moments of bliss, but we always remember the moments of worry. The worry becomes a deep engraved memory, engrammed in our being, which you need to work. There is a beautiful meditation technique to work on worry, to work on your navel center. But before entering into the technique, I wanted to spend a few minutes answering your questions. Any question, you are welcome. On the subject of worrying, or how to professionally worry. Now, professionally worrying is what I call clear inner chattering. You will not waste. Professionally, if you do anything, you will not waste things unnecessarily. But here you are wasting so much of mental energy in just worrying for no reason. That's why you want peace of mind, pieces of mind. If you can collect all pieces of mind, you can make peace of mind. Yes, come out with your questions.
Swamiji, can lack of worry lead to complacency?
When? Can?
Lack of worry lead to complacency. You're not worried, you don't prepare for any contingency or...
That's a nice question. One thing. Understand these two things. Chronological planning and psychological worrying. Lack of chronological planning only lead to the problem which you are mentioning. But psychological worrying is not at all necessary. We forget to differentiate between chronological planning and psychological worrying. Chronological planning means something like today after the class, I have to go and rest. Monday after the class, I have to go to my job. 13th, I have some work. Tuesday, I have some plans to be done. This is chronological planning. Nothing wrong with this. But psychological worrying is when I go, if some accident happens, what to do? If suddenly I find some fatal disease, what to do? I don't know, Tuesday I may be fired from my job. What can I do? I don't know. When I go back to the house, my husband may start fighting with me. Why do you go to a meditation? All these things unnecessarily. I don't know what will happen. These are worries. You see, make it clear, understand completely between the chronological planning and psychological worrying. Chronological planning is planning for your day-to-day life. Psychological worrying is continuously worrying about what will happen if this happens, what will happen, that happens. Proposing the problems which has never happened or not going to happen and trying to find solution for it. If you can find solution, then drop the problem, again create one more bigger problem and start finding solution for it. Continuously creating hypothetical problems and trying to find solution mentally is what I call worrying. Most of the time, the problems which we think would have never happened in our life will never happen in the future also. And if you are continuously worrying, when really problem happens, you will not have intelligence to solve it. Please be very clear. Never think. You can now itself think about all the problems which is going to happen in your life and create solutions and keep it in your file. When the problem happens, immediately you can pull the file out and start giving the solution. No. You can solve the problems only by spontaneousness, only by pure consciousness, without worrying. If you keep your mind, your inner space purely out of worry, as a pure consciousness, as a beautiful peace and blissful space, any problem when it comes, you will directly face it and solve it. But if your inner chattering is continuously corrupted, contaminated, disturbed, please be very clear. If you think about 1,000 problems, there will be suddenly new problem about which you have never thought about.